I said, there were 5 of us. Another stenographer, Norma Miller. Later, Abdullah, she's there. She married through that day. She was going up to Oxford. Evan Morris, who was Morris, from the brother. Boys was there.
But I mean, leaving from Port Antonio on a boat, and that was a banana boat. Tell us,
the bananas.
Right, but tell us a little bit about that. I mean, it must have been quite, I mean, a very long trip. But how long was that?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
12 days to 2 weeks.
So what do you do with your time on the boat? Just,
I can't remember what we did.
So it was in Edinburgh. You remember anything about those days at university in Edinburgh?
Oh yes, it is. There were lots of West Indians.
Were they?
Oh yes.
I didn't realize that there were lots of West Indians in
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
Medicine.
Really?
Sure.
So most West Indians were going to Edinburgh to do medicine.
That's right. In the arts faculty, there must have been about 5 of us in all the years I was there.
Right.
Who were West Indians.
Yeah.
And Hector, who got the scholarship the year before me, she was there.
Right. So you had a little kind of community.
Oh yes, very much so.
So it helped you to
Again,
settle.
most of them are
Yes.
story
Yeah.
of my life at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are still a few that I'm in touch with.
Right.
To that. One or two I can think of again.
Yeah.
I'm still in touch with others from my class who were
Really?
not West Indians.
Really? Very good. Yes. Yes. Very good. So we're going to talk a little bit about St. Andrew High. There were some interesting teachers. Tell us about your teachers, if you can remember. I mean, you must have been influenced by your French teachers and your...
Most of my teachers were British,
right, right.
Very few West Indians. My first teacher, the one that I remember in the early stage, you know, it was Miss Gibson.
Really?
Mrs. Washington, because she taught me both French and Latin in the first couple of years.
Right.
And of course, when I came to St. Andrew, I'd done a little French before. I think I did a little more than she thought I did, because I showed her the book I had been because that was one that they used in a younger form. But in fact, I didn't know that much. But 5 of us had come new. And so we hadn't done French before. Like I said, I did a little bit.
Right, right.
And we sat in the one corner of the class and did some started with which the others had gone much further.
Right, right.
But by the time the exam came, I don't know whether that was some more stuff. We could join the rest of the class.
Right.
And we took the exam. In fact, she always said how wonderfully I did, but I just smiled to myself and said, she didn't know that I did some before.
You had had some extra lessons and she didn't know that. You had some extra lessons.
Yes, because my mother insisted that I did some before
before you came to school. That's interesting.
She had done some herself, my mother.
Yes, yes.
But who else taught me that? One who made an impression on me was Mrs. Ward Rocker. She was an old girl. She was a vase. You probably don't know, but the vase is live next door. No, the vase is sister.
Okay.
Where the junior school was later, you know what's over there now.
What, you mean Cecilia Lodge?
Cecilia Lodge. That
Right.
was their house.
Okay. I didn't know
She
that.
taught me, and I think she taught me English and history. I think history.
And she was an old girl?
She was an old girl.
Really?
She had been to university, I think, in Canada. Again, I don't really remember. She married a GC teacher who was English. She was
Okay.
from
Yeah.
But she died young.
Yes.
She died after a couple of years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Well, that's interesting, because when I was at school, I thought that you were one of the first old girls to ever come back to teach at St. Andrew.
no, I don't think so. But in fact, 2 of us came back at the same time. Gloria Astwood.
Yes.
Gloria Norton, that was.
Right.
I have to tell you about Gloria.
Yes.
Well, as you know, I spent 4 years in Edinburgh, and then I went down to London to do a postgraduate certificate in education. And we had to and line up to register. And set up in the line, and there was this girl beside me, and we both looked at each other at the same time and said, Andrew.
Andrews?
And she was married by then, and her husband was living now in London. And we just chatted and chatted and chatted, and for the next, when she died, 12 years ago. We were firm friends until then.
That's wonderful, yes.
But I often think back, we knew so many people, we talked about all sorts of things. And we used to play Scrabble. And read Agatha Christie novels.
And Agatha?
The people at the Institute that influenced some Jamaicans said, well, we prefer your exam because we spent so much time chatting and reading detective stories, no such thing.
So she was also doing the certificate in education.
And
wonderful.
Specializing in Spanish.
And you were doing it specializing in French. And then you both came back to teach us at Edinburgh. Isn't that wonderful?
But she left out less than 2 years because her husband came back and he was a judge and when she came on.
Right.
But I'm still in touch with the family.
Yeah. So you have fond memories of St. Edinburgh.
Her sister was in my class, but we weren't all that close friends. But we just don't know that girl and I became very good friends. A chance meeting.
Yes. Tell us about the girls in school that you taught. I mean,
there was one called Marie Hector.
Who used to give trouble?
No, they used to give trouble.
But I mean, in terms of them and the subjects that you taught, you have any memories of that, and where some of them have gone on?
Oh yes, I'm still in touch with a lot of them.
Yes, tell us a bit about that.
I don't know what to say.
Well,
I enjoyed teaching. I remember most of them. Where do I come across somebody who I don't know what they were talking about.
right.
I don't know. What do you mean, names?
Yes, some of the names. I know certainly that when I went to university, at quite a later stage in my life, when I went to university, I did linguistics with you.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
So you were then head of.
Back then.
Yes, you had come back and you were now head. I think
I
at
come
that
back
time.
from York. So that was after I did teaching at St. Andrews. I went back
That's
to
right.
England for 6 years. And then I came back to the university. And I remember you were in the class, yes.
Right. That's when you went to do your doctorate at York University and you worked with LePage.
That's right.
Yes. Tell us a bit about that, because that must have been quite exciting, doing research for this well-known man. He had written any books yet, or he?
Oh yes, he did something. But the Dictionary of Jamaican English hadn't come out yet. It came out when I was there.
Yeah.
And I remember when I looked at it, I sent it him. 90% of those words I've never